because you are infringing on our business here. Oh, I'm filing a complaint today. This is my Google review, okay? So I'm waiting for y'all to come on up in here. What's wrong?
It's fine. So the lab is just starting on YouTube now.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. You're good. You're live now.
Okay, can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Everything good? We're told to shut down. She is starting over. Okay, no. This is a whole new live. Let me know. Y'all come on in here. Wine glasses and everything. Come on now. I'm literally about to lose my shit on somebody. Okay? Jasmine's not here. Happy birthday, Jasmine. Yes, Jasmine took off. It's her birthday. And so now she left me with these other people and they don't know what they're doing. And so that's why our show is not working, okay? I'm leaving my... And I need a drink. But I can't have one, okay? I need a drink. Whew, Lord Jesus. Okay, y'all coming on here. Come on. Give me a second. Hi to my co-host, Teddy. Teddy, no, I'm irritated right now. All right, so we're here. We're back, okay? They said there's no sound.
How is there no sound?
Can you hear it on your phone? Is there sound? Y'all need to stop making false reports in the chat. Y'all really stressing me out.
I hear you.
Okay. Y'all need to stop making false reports in the chat because I'm already losing my mind on these people in the background. Okay? But show some love to Jasmine, okay? She's living her best life while I'm over here getting stressed out. And I truly love her. Jasmine has been with me by my side since my first show. And I really mean this, okay? I really mean this, okay? Let me switch into my energy. My giving energy, okay? Because I want to give her a proper birthday, shout out before we start the show, okay? Jasmine, I know I don't tell you enough, child. And I know I worry the hell out of you, child. I know I could be very irritating, I know I could be a lot of things. I'm sure your list is long of what I am, Jasmine, okay? But it's not about what I am. It's about what you are. And what you are is me. The calm, the peaceful part of me. That stability. You're like my second husband, Jasmine has been with me even before I remember. I was at a radio station that Jasmine was working at. And I had a little radio show. Okay, let me tell you how dear Jasmine is to me. While my husband was telling me to find another job because I didn't know how to talk on the radio, and it's nerve-wracking when you get in front of a radio with thousands or hundreds of thousands of people and you've never done this before, and all I had was my mentors telling me you can do this. Jasmine was the one that was saying, you got this. You got this. This was in 2015? I think it was. Yeah, 2015. It was in 2015. 2014, 2015. My first show was called Real Health, Real Beauty. And let me tell you about that. Because if it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for, all the viewers, even if it wasn't for my husband telling me, find another career, I wouldn't be here. Because it was him too that pushed me. Because I was like, you telling me I ain't got it? Oh, watch me, I'm gonna get it. Okay? But Jasmine, she never judged me. She always lifted me up. Anytime I came into the station, she controlled the callers. She ran the board. She doing exactly what she doing now with me. Okay? And she's turning 35 today. And I ain't there to celebrate with her because I ain't got no money. But I want us to all be there for Jasmine in spirit, okay? Even though I'm suffering immensely without her here, okay? And she's left me with the gang department. to fill in and fuck up today, okay? But we're gonna get through this. It's gonna be me, you, winos, okay? We're gonna get through this today. But I truly, from the bottom of my heart, wanted to tell Jasmine how much I really love her, how much I respect her, how much I honor her, how much I have her back just as much as she has my back, and just how much I'm proud of her, you know? Moving your whole life from Georgia to Florida to follow me, and I don't know where I'm going. That's some real shit. Okay? If that ain't real, I don't know what it is. And she's still working multiple jobs, but she with me. She's still with me. I don't even have enough money to afford her, but she's still here because she believes in the vision. And that's real talk right there. So listen, I love that girl. I love that girl. I love that girl. And so like I said, I know I don't express it a lot, but I truly love you. And I hope that you are enjoying your mom and, you know, your sister and your sneaky link. She don't like to introduce me to nobody. Because the last one I tried to cut. Okay? I really did. I tried to cut her. I did. When I found out what happened, I was like, oh, we're going up over there. Get your shit. She was like, no. So she don't even let nobody get close to me till she know that they the one. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put your face up on here on the show because it took everything for me not to put the last one up here on the show. Okay? Play with her, you play with me. So I love her, and I just want us all to send Jasmine a happy 35th birthday. You 5 years from the 40 club. I love you. And now we're going to get on to, you know, to help some winos, okay? Even though I need the most help out of everybody. But we're going to help them without you being here today. So I love y'all. Let me see the chat. Bring up the chat real quick. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all sending some love. And follow her, too, at Jasmine Me Please. Jasmine Me Please on Instagram. Peaches, if you can put Jasmine's Instagram link in there as well, so that people can go follow her and everything like that, and just show her some love. That's my baby. It is. So, okay. All right. So, happy hour. If you are not familiar with happy hour, all right, let me go ahead and get you familiar. Please, guys, listen to me. Happy hour is about us. You know how you get off work and then you go somewhere cheap that's got, you know, cheap drinks for half off, and then you sit there with your coworkers, or maybe you just sit there with the bartender and you just unload because you got real problems. We have real problems in life. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to discuss here. We're not discussing no celebrity gossip. They got enough of their own problems, legal problems and all that stuff, okay? We're not worried about them because it's us. They make up 1% of the population, but we make up 99%. And we most important. We's kind, we smart, all right? And so we need reminding of that. And so I'm going to utilize this here platform today and any chance that I get to ensure that we're making space and making room for us. So happy hour is about us. If you got a baby daddy getting on your nerve, baby mama, husband, lover, sneaky link, okay? You got problems at work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to start a business and you having trouble on how to get started. General entrepreneur questions, no YouTube questions, no YouTube questions. In the words of the great Dr. Umar Johnson, no YouTube questions. I only did because he repeats his stuff 3 to 4 times to get his thoughts together because he getting old. So that's why he do that there. Okay, so yes, you get you some wings, you get you some drinks, you get you some sliders, maybe some lobster rolls and things, and then you get half off Miller Lite, Bud Light, some wine, you know, and then you write in, and then I'm gonna give you my advice, and so will the winos. We're here for each other. You know what I'm saying? And so I love this segment. Get a little ghetto over here, get a little ratchet, but you know, that's what makes us us. That's what makes us us. Now, unfortunately, you guys will not be able to call in this segment, but our next segment, we will have Zoom, as we should have been having, okay? Don't go getting Zoom yet because I got to see how the platform work. And like I said, I need y'all to leave bad reviews at Streamlab and at StreamYard. Whenever y'all get a chance, y'all go over there and leave a 1 star because they have interrupted our show today. So y'all can kindly send Okay, you can either put your question in the chat or you can send me an email to unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. We're going to start with 2 questions, okay? And I have more because y'all sent hundreds last week during the show. It was a whole showdown. And remember, after this, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to head over to tashaklive.com for the celebrity gossip portion of the show. Okay? Now, Mondays is the only day we really doing that, so calm down. All right? And we will be talking about Dr. Umar Johnson and, him trying to protect the hoes, with Sukiana and stuff. He got a whole protect the whole campaign. We'll talk about that later. All right, also going to talk about Richard Lawson and his likes on Twitter. At least he liking what what most men like. All right. A lot of stuff we're going to be discussing over there that is really not censored for the main platforms here. But, yeah, we'll put out little clips as we do. But if you want to see the entire hour-plus segment, please subscribe via the website, tashaklive.com. Okay? And then you can download it and stream it everywhere. All right? So let's go ahead and get started with our question number 1. All right. Now I had to go through these real fast because y'all know I had to, I put together a show really fast. Okay. Now, let me see. All right. So this person wants to be kept anonymous. Long story short, she says, what would you do if you lost a baby at 6 months pregnant due to an infection? I've looked into suing, but because the doctor lied on my medical records and kept a lot of information out, the doctor made no note in my files about my concerns regarding my health issues. No lawyer wants to take the case because it looks like hearsay. Thank you for all that you do. Okay. Now, giving your name, even though I'm not going to say it. Thank you so much for writing in. Thank you so much for the vulnerability. Remember, if you want your question read live, please send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com and we'll get it read. It may even make today's show. Okay. What would you do if I lost a baby at 6 months pregnant due to an infection? That's a tricky one right there because, if you're see, at first, when you first sent in the question, I thought maybe you had lost it due to an infection your partner gave you, but I don't know. It's not a lot of details surrounding here, but it seems like your energy more, or just the, your aim more, I guess, you're directed at the, the doctors. And you said no lawyer wants to take the case because it looks like hearsay. Because it's very expensive to go for malpractice. It really is. And a lot of these, if it's not a cut and dry case, which means like it doesn't say that it's not going to ever say that it was negligence. But a lot of stuff is kind of like black and white. You know what was negligence and you know what's not. And so if it's kind of one of those, one of those tricky things, they're not going to take it because a lot of times they know that, people like us that are coming to them, we're coming to them for pro bono services. I'm not going to pay for something if I know that I potentially have a case and that I know that I'm going to get paid out on. But if they don't have a slam dunk, they're not going to take it because a lot of times they can easily just go in through the insurance that the hospital has or the doctor has, and they can just kind of easily close it, and it won't take that long through litigation. They'll just go straight to the insurance, something I should have had. Right. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, okay? We're not here for me, but sometimes we are because I use this as an outlet for myself too. All right, and so it's an unfortunate situation. If you really strongly believe that you have a case, you may have to put up some money for it because no lawyer will turn down money, okay? That's for sure. I can tell you right now. However, it kind of looks like the lawyers, that you're seeking out, maybe this is a pro bono situation because these type of litigations can get expensive. However, I'm a firm believer and what's supposed to be is supposed to be. And so if unfortunately the baby did not make it, then that was, that was above us. If you get my drift, it's above us at this point. And it's a lot of things that we could have said, shoulda, coulda, woulda happened. And I know 6 months is a long time to be carrying a baby, and you start connecting with the baby. You probably already picked out a name and furniture and everything like that. And then for something like this to happen, it's very tragic. And my heart goes out to you, and nothing is going to bring that baby back. But you do have the power to do something about it, okay? Which is, one, I don't know if this was a black doctor, but I do know, give me your name, you black, okay? Find you a black OBGYN, okay? Shout out to my sister, to John Meadows, okay, who just hosted a gala in Jacksonville, Florida. And I got a chance to attend. And it was something so big. It was her vision. She is a mother. She's a wife. She's a mother of 3. And one thing that she saw living, especially in Florida, is the lack, and this can go for anywhere, okay, is the lack of care that black women go through and negligence that the doctors have when it comes to black women with children. And so what she's done was she started a movement called Mommy Too, and it's MOMMY 2. And she serves as a liaison for any mother, but primarily black mothers. And I love that she had a black doctor as the keynote speaker, okay, who knew even the Caucasian, Asian practitioners in there that she referred as a black OBGYN that's been in the industry treating black mothers and white mothers and whatever. But she takes, specific care and the utmost respect, okay, to black mothers, because she understands what black mothers go through, because we don't have a lot of the options sometimes that our white mothers that are next to us go through. And she put that together, and she served as a liaison to connect mothers who don't have the resources so that they will have the best prenatal care ever, and so that mistakes like that aren't happening. So I just had to give my sister a shout out on that one right there, okay? And so what you need to do is find you a black OBGYN. Look at the Google reviews. They're strong, sister, okay? And make sure that when you do decide to conceive, that you pick out that doctor before you decide to conceive, so that they will ensure that you have the best, most healthy pregnancy going forward, okay? And we got to do that there. We have to go extra. Everybody that I deal with, especially my thyroid doctor, remember when my neck was sitting out like this and there was a whole golf ball sitting outside of my neck and everything like that? I believe it was witchcraft put on my neck, because the nodule that was sitting in my throat was pressing against my voice box and was interfering with the way that I speak. But God said, when he sent me Dr. Kazim, okay, at Elk Medical, after they was trying to say that I needed, my thyroid taken out, and it could potentially ruin my voice box and ruin the way that I speak, he said, he had other plans. And so Dr. Kazim at Elk Medical decided to go in using a new procedure, and he's the only doctor in the United States that's black that does RFA on nodules and stuff like that. And he just went in with a fine little needle, burned it, killed the little cyst. Boom, here I am speaking uninterrupted. And that witchcraft has been lifted. Okay? Now, that's on that. If you want your question read here today during this segment, thank you all for tuning in. Please feel free to email right now, unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. I am taking questions as we go. Unfortunately, we're not able to do the video portion, which was absolutely hilarious, okay, last week. But we will make sure we get that feature back for our next segment, okay? So, all right. Yes. Oh, y'all didn't even know I was going through that, did you? Well, yeah, I was taking pictures, and the damn nodule had grew so big that it was pressing against the way that I swallow and the way that I speak. And I said, And then I got text messages, sent over during discovery saying that there was some witchcraft done in the Dominican Republic. Yeah, But when you don't delve in what the devil do, the devil could never measure up against God, okay? Right, Daddy? That's right. So look, the neck is necking. You see that? The neck is necking. What do you see? What do you see? Thyroid levels is normal. What do you see? Thank you so much. Prayer changes all. Yes, it does, okay? Thank you. I was like, well, I can't talk. What you mean if I had surgery, I ain't gonna be able to talk? You gonna hit my voice box. Anyway, okay. Moving on. Next question. Let me see. Remember, if you want your question read, unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. I'm taking questions right now. That's right. It's a love craft. Okay. All right. So let me see. Okay. All right. What is the next one? Let me see. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Hey, Tasha, and I'm going to leave you anonymous even though you didn't say anonymous because I don't want to mess up your future bag, okay? Because you out here calling out people that's hiring you and stuff like that, and I don't want to mess up. Like I said, I want your bag to keep coming in. You say, hey, Tasha K, and to all. So why not, please leave y'all advice as well, too, in the comments, okay? Now, I have a story, and I'm an author, poet, and MTV Ridiculousness called me, emailed me, and left me so many messages. Congratulations on that. That means you are getting the attention of mainstream. Now, just for me to sign they papers and them to tell me they not using my video, okay? As a published author from Arthur House Publishing Company, now, she made sure she put that bold, okay? Not getting any checks. They're really pissing me off. And I asked to do a movie for my books, but I get deals a lot. Just don't know who to trust. I'm verified on Google. Just wondering, did MTV do that because of the writer's strike? Or what do I have? Proof of everything. I know how you are about it. Receipts. And then she put her name. Okay. There's a lot going on here. And I would just say congratulations if you got the attention. But yes, they are on a writer's strike. And they're on not only just a writer's strike, they're on an actor's strike as well. So everything has been halted. If they weren't already in production, then any future productions are all put on hold. They can't move until the strike is resolved. So I would calm down before you start, cussing folks out and writing Google reviews and ruining your opportunities, and just wait until all this blows over. Now, I do know that MTV Ridiculousness falls up under the reality kind of TV segment, so it may not have anything to do with it, but just safe across the board, they're not allowed to film because remember, a lot of people are a part of the board that are writers and actors and stuff that do work behind the scenes as well, okay? And so a lot of those show hosts that they use and things like that, they're all part of the guild. So this ain't got nothing to do with you. Calm down. And please, just breathe. I don't want you ruining no business relationships. And hopefully they don't know and figure out who you are by watching this show, okay? And I've left you anonymous enough, okay? So yes, just stay tuned. Hit me back after the strike is over and let me know how they move forward, okay? And if they don't move forward, it's because they watched this segment. That's why I believe in, telling people what you got going on. I was just talking to my sister about that earlier. I said, one thing about it, if you want to kill your dream, talk about it. If you want to kill it, smash it, never see it grow, talk about it. Okay? Talk about it. You know how many dreams I killed sitting right here talking about it? Because the gift and the curse is I talk too much. That's a gift. The curse is I talk too much. That's a curse. You know what I'm saying? It can be either or. I don't know. And if I get pissed off, I talk too much. So I had to learn how to balance out my gift and the curse because words, life and death is in the power of the tongue. And people don't understand how deep it goes when you speak something. Because when you speak something into, when I say, let's just say, I'm going to buy me a new car. I'm not buying me a new car, so I'm not going to kill that, right? But I'm going to buy me a new car. Oh, this is a good one. I'm going to get a traffic ticket. You know how many times I've literally been speeding. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get a ticket. And I say it out loud, and guess what? Guess what? Only bad things happen when you say it out loud. I get a ticket, okay? Because the universe only understands present tense. right? So it takes it as if it's already happened, right? That's all it knows. Now, I can say easily, and I don't want to say that because I want that to happen. So let me give another example. Give me a second. I want Teddy to have a girlfriend. I'm just using general talk here, okay? Because I don't want to speak nothing out there and then boom, it's something that I really need to happen. You know what I'm saying? I did it. I give it. I did it with my case, right? I said, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Lord knows. The universe took it. Hello. You couldn't tell me nothing. Give it in a curse, right? But had I would have just kept quiet and just let everything work out, the energy work out in me and just send it that way, things probably would have turned out different. But because, when you tell people your stuff, they automatically project onto you. So if I say I'm going to win, there's an energy counteracting that, saying that no, you're not. And their energy could be more powerful than yours. Right? You got to remember that. Their energy. And you don't know. And I was just telling my sister this today. I was like, you entering into a new space of social media. And I don't care how strong you are, how mentally strong you are, how grounded you are, how great your support system is, okay? When you got just you and thousands of people that are commenting on something, it's kind of like you being in a crowded room or at, what's the name of that festival that Travis Scott had? Astro World. Okay, Astro Festival, and how certain people didn't make it out. And listen, I know we're going a little deep here, but if you got a crowd of people all coming at you and you going to get trampled on, your emotions going to get crushed, your heart going to get crushed, your dreams are going to get crushed, okay? You can't outweigh that energy. I don't care how strong you say you are. That's why I have to uninstall the app. So I could personally deal with me and come on here and make sure y'all dealing with me and not the projections that people have projected based off of their own insecurities and they sights that they don't see within me, so that I could be me and y'all don't see another version of me. And that's why you see people changing themselves and all this plastic surgery and all these weaves and all this other stuff going on because they're people are projecting them. And that's why you get these lookalike girls and all the IG models all lookalike, because they listen to everybody else instead of listening to personally what them and God was trying to tell them. Okay? I don't know if I'm too deep for y'all today. Today is happy hour. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliments. Today is happy hour where we talk about us. We don't talk about no celebrity gossip. It's our church today. It's our spiritual awakening today. And I ain't got no wine, no liquor personally, because I don't want y'all to say that it's different spirits. Okay, in the words of the great Jesse Jackson, it's different spirits coming out today. Okay, it is only tashak. Now, all I've had today was water. Now, as I said, and this goes back to the lady that's got the contract. See, now what you telling me, I've already, without even intentionally did it, already projected because everybody got negative and positive, negative just thoughts onto what you got going on without even thinking about it. Not because I'm hating, because I've looked at both sides and now that energy of you not getting this deal is going to come your way. And so will it from everybody else that's watching now. You say I'm getting choked up. I ain't choked up. What you talking about? I'm good. So that's why it is very important for you to never discuss. I got goals I don't even discuss with my husband and vice versa. He got goals that he don't even discuss with me, because as a wife and as a husband, there's certain things we're thinking about. Like if I have a goal, he think about money. How much is this going to cost? You know what I'm saying? It's just automatically in him. It's not that he hating. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will take that hate and turn it into something else, and you can use it as motivation. But when you got hundreds of thousands of people, or thousands of people sending hate to you, no matter how much energy you got in you, guess what? It's got one thought is gonna penetrate. And remember, the negative thoughts stick. better than the positive. You actually got to have thousands of positive thoughts to outweigh that negative thought, because the negative thought is so powerful. You ever notice somebody can say, oh, you beautiful, you beautiful, you beautiful. Then that one person say you ugly and you believe that. You believe that. That's the universe asking you, do you really want this? What do you believe? So they test it. They'll send somebody that's close to you. It could be your mama, it could be your daddy, it could be your partner, to say, oh, you ugly. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Okay? And they send it to you. Yeah, so sweet, thank you. And they send it to you without even knowing that they hating, because they don't understand it. And I like to use something that's just kind of off the wall, because this is where my brain goes. And I have to tell people this all the time. I was talking to a young lady last week about this, and I was like, don't tell nobody your dreams. You know, people be like, oh, I need to get a mentor and I want to start a business. I think you should get a mentor after you start. Like me, I just got one. Because had I would have had one up until this point, things wouldn't have been thinging the way that they was doing, okay? I would have listened, because people wouldn't have been able to see my vision. Nobody's going to be able to see what you got because it's in you, right? And then when you give it to somebody else and you share it, now their vision of what they think, whether it's negative or positive, whether it's going to work or not, is now into you, and you're considering their vision. Well, meanwhile, it was yours, and guess what? You're outputting their vision and not yours, okay? This is about not telling people that what the hell you got going on and keeping whatever you got to yourself. And that's why I like leaving y'all anonymous. Now, another thing is, and that's why too, I be like, I don't really want to give career questions. Advice when it comes to like personal relationships and stuff, because I've been there, done that. Gang department, wake up. You sleep.
No, I ain't sleep.
I'm putting you to sleep.
No,
You sure? Am I boring?
No.
What's going on? Okay? And that's why I say email me. That way it's between you and I. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to the career-related things. Or just say, leave me anonymous. But the moment I start naming your names and you start naming names of businesses like MTV Ridiculousness and all this stuff, you are now putting out and killing your vision without even doing it. And let me say this before we move on to the next question. Remember, if you want your question read, send it to me, unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Don't worry, I protect your visions, okay? I ain't no hater. I want everybody to win. There's enough money in this world to go around, okay? All right. And the more money, the more money I help y'all to make, the more coming my way. Period. Now, I like to use this as an example when I was telling a young lady the other day. I was like, the reason you shouldn't tell people your visions, and I like to use this extreme measure. I said, you ever see people and you wonder why, certain people, grown people, like children inappropriately? And they say, yeah. And I'm like, you ever wonder, like, how could they like children inappropriately? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, you can't wrap your head around it, right? No. And I'm like, and you try to, it's like, not even try to envision that. It's like, I don't even want to think about that. That is so disgusting. That is just so, how could somebody do that? Well, that's your dream. I know it's drastic, but that's your dream. You'll never, ever be able to get into the mind of someone who inappropriately likes children, because that's not where your mind is at. That's not where your spirit is at. That is not where your energy is at. So you cannot relate, and you will immediately project negative vibes. You won't comprehend that. That's what your dream is. Nobody's going to comprehend that. It's gang department, not game department. It's gang department, okay? Now listen. That's how thinking works when you start going to people saying, oh, I want to make $10 million by next year. This how I'm going to do it. They looking at you like, Negro, please. You on the corner. How you going to make $10 million? Don't worry about it, nigga. I got it. I got this. It's in me, dog. If Jay-Z can do it. Oh, man, my favorite part is when I used to go to the barbershop, right? Oh, my God. I used to go to the barbershop, and that's a lot of y'all be like, Tasha, you so male-identified? Man, I spent years in barbershops listening to men complain, and not just complain, but brag, okay? If you guys ever as women, I know y'all have sons and stuff, and y'all go and y'all probably drop your sons out. Man, I used to get this tapered up, and I would hear them in there complaining about their baby mamas and everything. And one thing that I would always hear, you know, especially coming from men, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the same birthday as Jay-Z. And me, I'm in the chair, and they spinning me around, cutting me. And it always happened like this. Yeah, so, and they would even tell me that, and I'm like, well, what that mean? You know? Well, you know, we got the same zodiac sign. So being that we got the same zodiac sign, I have that same energy. We have a lot of things in common. So which means I can be, and I'm on my way to being a billionaire too. But you're cutting hair for $10. Now, I'm not saying barbershops is not a billion-dollar industry, but you got a lot of heads to cut, sir. You feel me? I hate that. I hate that when people just, you know what I'm saying? I think somebody had told me one day, I didn't even know. You know what? You know why you successful? I said, why? Because you and Rihanna, y'all birthday, y'all both Pisces. I said, what? Look, right? They was so serious. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, what are you talking about, Rihanna? They was just like, yeah, you know, y'all Pisces, you know, y'all able to see and swim both ways. You know what I'm saying? So you always floating. That's why you always, you know what I'm saying, you can do things that people can't. And they was serious as hell. I said, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me the only reason I'm successful is because Rihanna was successful, because she was a Pisces? Then somebody even took it a little deeper and said Albert Einstein. I said, what do I have in common with Albert Einstein? Well, you a Pisces, right? Yeah, he a Pisces. That's the sir. My daddy's a Pisces. He's the biggest hole in Florida. He ain't successful. You see what I'm saying? It's the bullshit. You feel me? I wish I could cuss who I want to cuss on here, but I can't. But it's the ridiculousness. All right? Just please, moral of the story, don't tell people your damn business like that. Okay? Remember, if you want your question read, email me at UNWINEWITHTASHAK@gmail.com, and I'll read it right now. Don't worry, we ain't in the business of embarrassing, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that, okay? So my email is open. Oh, y'all in here heavy. Damn. Let me make sure I get that other question out the way before I take these. Okay, so this one's a little messy. All right, so, and I'm going to leave them, you know. Now, if you want to be unanonymous, let me know. Okay, let me go ahead and delete that one too. Okay, if you want to be left, what the hell did I just do? Okay, please let me know. But if you want, if you want me to say it, I'll say it. Cause like we done had people reveal their names and stuff, and then we had baby mamas hit us on the side to be like, I want to come up over. Y'all want to make it a full Jerry Springer throwdown? We can do that too. Okay, I'm open to it. Whatever you open to, I'm open to. So this young lady says, I miss my friend. Okay, she says, I have a friend for over 10 years who does not like my husband. And she finally told me how she feels. She says she does not respect my relationship with my husband. Married for 9 years, been together for almost 20 years. I feel as though I could never really be friends with her again, but I miss my friendship. What do I do? She said, anonymous, love you. Let me read that one more time to make sure I read it right, okay? Because you didn't write a lot there, but she said, I have a friend for over 10 years who does not like my husband, and she finally told me how she feels. She says she does not respect my relationship with my husband, married for 9 years, been together for 20 years. I feel as though I could never really be friends with her again, but I miss the friendship. What do I do? Well, let me tell you what I would do, because I've been through this before. And I almost had to whoop a bitch ass at one point. I really did, you know, because it's like, at the end of the day, you know, you're my friend, best friend. And I'm sure you've had my back, you know, just like my husband. Probably going to be there after the husband, because there's a lot of people that have that mindset that, spouses shouldn't have priority over best friends. We were here before they came. But you're taking a spiritual union, you know? And if you're truly my friend, regardless of who I'm with, you're not going to make it uncomfortable for me. Now, I had a friend at one time that felt that it was okay First of all, let me take it a bit further. There was one point my husband didn't even like going around her. I was like, what's going on? Well, she always looking at me. I was like, what you mean looking at you? Just staring at me in my eyes. I'm like, well, how you know she's staring in your eyes if you ain't staring? You know when somebody's staring at you, Tasha. And I'm like, okay. Me, I've never been like insecure or, worried about it. My husband look at women. He's supposed to look at women. But he ain't looking at women. I'm asking who he looking at. Then we got a real problem. Then he gonna be part of the wine list. Okay? We're gonna introduce him on the rainbow. Right? So, my thing is like, but this friend was married as well. And she used to always talk a lot of shit. But she wouldn't necessarily say, she'll be saying like, it started with, why do you have to tell your husband everything? Like, why can't it be just between girlfriends? I'm like, that's my best friend. But I'm your best friend. I'm like, but that's my best friend. So, and you should know that. So and then I'm a talker for a living. I tell people off gate, you don't want this out there, don't tell me. Don't tell me shit. Okay? You told it, you telling it to the world. Period. Now I may not say no names, but shit, I done put out that my daddy like coke. Come on now. What does that tell you? So, but that's my best friend. My husband, there's a problem if I'm not talking, he knows something wrong. If I'm not talking and I'm in my head, he's like, oh shit, what the hell? So he needs that outlet. If I it's therapeutic for me because it's who I am, right? I just learned how to write. But listen, that's why I've been tearing their ass up on Twitter here lately. Follow me on Twitter. And remember, if you want your question read, please email me on UNWINEWITHTASHAK@gmail.com and I'll leave you anonymous or, put your name out there and we can go ahead and get into this. But great question, though. And so, and I'm going to bring this back to the person here because I want to let you know what I did. Okay? So I only like to let you know things that I know firsthand. And so she would be like, we'll take a girls trip and, you tell your husband what you did. Like, I ain't got nothing to hide. What did we do on a girls trip that prompted me not to tell him? But it's just certain rules, it's certain girl codes. And I'm like, my husband would be on this trip if it wasn't for y'all, if it wasn't for you. Because my thing is, if we're taking a girl trip and I'm drinking, I'm hitting a little herb, blood flowing because I work out every day. There's men in my face. It don't matter where I go, there's men in my face now. They always in my face. And that's danger zone right there because what if you hit the wrong herb one day? What if you drink just a little too much? I'm a public figure. My husband is my barrier. He's my protection. And the reason too, part why I tell him everything is because let's just say there's somebody in my face, right? And I find him mighty attractive. If I go tell my husband, that attraction goes away because I start to care about how my husband feels. So he shuts that down. So the little thoughts that I was having, because, when it's like secretive, you're like, oh my God, I wonder what that is. We human, we do that. Even men do that. But what him and I do in order to stop us from exiting the marriage over lust, we talk about it. Man, I'm like, hey, we was just at a restaurant the other day. Dude came in my face. He was like, yo, but that's what we do. And so I tell him everything, and she didn't like that. But then he would come tell me, like, one day, she had started to massage his shoulders because he said his shoulders was hurting, and he had done, And I was like, really? So, all this I'm putting in the back of my head. I'm watching her. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm telling y'all, don't tell y'all friends about how great y'all husbands are and stuff like that. Don't do that. Because then they started to get jealous, and then she started, and then I remember her husband used to be like, well, why can't you be more like Tasha? Da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know if they was trying to swap or something, or what's going on, but we didn't play that, right? Because he would be like, and then she would call me telling, husband, I need to be more like you because you all really affectionate with Shaq and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, he needs to do this. Shaq, the reason she's affectionate with Shaq is because Shaq does this and he does that. Maybe you should do this. And I'm like, y'all don't need to be comparing to us. That's the last thing y'all need to do. You need to worry about your own marriage, okay? But we best friends. And so, as time went on, right, my husband started to express how much he didn't care for her. At all. right? And then one day during Thanksgiving, she calls my husband an asshole. I said, what the fuck? Now, y'all know I'm a hood bitch. Y'all know I'm hood. And the reason she said it was because, like, we had, and there was no justifiable reason, but I want to give you some backstory because she can't be an asshole. But you don't get to say that. That's my husband. You refer that to me, and then I'll go talk to him. But you don't just at this man's dinner table in his house during Thanksgiving, and his kids are around, our family is around. You a guest. You're not even family. And he tries to tell you, stop bringing, like, cause she came in the house crying. She always liked to make it about her. It was every time I turned around, it was either crying or they was just hyperventilating. It was like manic. It was giving bipolar, okay? It was giving bipolar. And he was like, please, can we just not do this today? This is our first Thanksgiving in our house. Please, can we not do this? And she was just like, he was like, so if you want to cry, just please leave. You know, your husband is good. He's gone. He's on the road. But you come here bringing us all this, right? This is not what we're here for. And it made everybody on the table uncomfortable. But that's what she was. She was really dramatic. Always just needed drama, you know? And so she was like, I'm so tired of you. You're such a fucking asshole. Now me, I put the turkey down. Everybody got quiet. Because everybody at the table know how I am. I said, what did you just say? Now I had to remember my child was standing there. Now, Tatu, she loves some drama. So she was like, this gonna go two ways. I said, Tatu's so messy. Why is she just like me? So I said, one thing we're not gonna do is we're not gonna use that language towards my husband, okay? Now, I understand that you're going through a lot, as we all are, sitting at this table. But today is a day of giving thanks. Now, we invited you over because your family is not around you. I wonder why, right? They're off happy right now, and you're here, okay? Matter of fact, we can ready to take you on a birthday trip, but you want to find a way to be dramatic, okay? And, you know, and two, I don't appreciate you talking to my husband like that. Now, you can either enjoy this great dry turkey and dry dressing that I made, or you can exit the door. It's only two options. And I looked her dead in her eye and I said that. And my husband sat back, because, you know, when he sat back, he know I'm about to go in, and I was very calm, I was very respectful. She went to the bathroom, she dried her face, and she came back, okay? She ate her food, and she walked the fuck out the door. Now, after that trip, I told that bitch, she fucking call me no more. I ain't talked to the bitch since, okay? I said, the whole fucking family, sisters, nobody likes you. Period. And you lucky. You lucky I didn't whoop your ass that day, but I said that was a day of giving thanks. But normally, because there was a white lady on the beach, I almost put her fucking head in the sand. You're not going to come talk to my husband or me any type of way. I just don't play that. I will go to jail. Period. I'm respectful, but here's what I would say to the young lady here. If she don't respect your marriage and your husband, then she don't respect you as a friend. Period. It's none of her business as to who she likes or not. Now, you didn't give me any reasons. Now, I'm sure she has her reasons, but at the end of the day, that's your fucking husband. That's a man you've been with 20 years. And if she truly loved you, she wouldn't make you choose. That's like your parents not liking your husband or your significant other. They're not going to make it difficult for you if they're really good parents and they support you. Baby, I'll be here when you need me, because I know you're going to need me, because that nigga ain't shit. You understand? But you love them regardless, but you don't make them choose. You don't do that. Now, I would just say, if, you know, something happens, let's hope nothing happens with your marriage. See how the negativity just, you know, let's just hope it doesn't happen, right? Let's just hope she doesn't get the I told you so. That's a journey that you had to walk. She cannot walk in your shoes. She is not you. This is not her life to live. This is not her choice. And the last time I checked, your name and his name was the only two on the damn Marriage certificate, on the house, on the bills. She helping you pay bills? Car note? What? She doing any of that? Absolutely not. But that will cause strife between you and yours, and you are supposed to honor thy husband. It don't say honor thy friend. This is honor thy husband. And you know me, I believe in submitting to men. That's why I had to submit to T.S. Madison. So listen. If you want your question read, please email us at unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Okay? Remember, we're going to head over to tashaklive.com. We're going to do 7:45. We're going to do 8 to 9. How's 8 to 9? 8 to 9 is good? Okay. 8 to 9 on tashaklive.com, just because we were having some technical difficulties, and we technically should have started this show at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we were running a couple hours behind, all right? But that happens. We're here. It's not where you start, it's where you end, all right? Remember that, all right? So thank you so much. Right. And that's another question. Why is she so emotionally invested in him? Why? I like that, Lisa. See, Lisa, me and Lisa here in the chat. We here, okay? All right, I got to make sure I don't be reading duplicate questions, but there's just so many of them. All right, now, let me see this one. Ooh. Oh, this is a good one. Tasha, I want to know if it's normal for your partner, male, to be watching while having sex. Okay? That's a good one. I want to know if it's normal for your partner, male, to be watching while having sex. I would say the answer is this could go either way. Let's start off with yes. If you agree and that's what y'all like to do together, obviously not, because you're writing me. But there are some couples who enjoy watching porn together and having sex together. It's kind of like being in an orgy, right? But then there are the men who do have, preferences and they like to watch things like this. And I would say this, I think it's very dangerous because it creates a false sense of sexuality and what sex is and what intimacy is, okay? And so my thing is, first of all men watch porn. That's where they learn to have sex. That's why a lot of them are like, slow down. Slow down. Don't be beating me down like that. That's not what this is, bro. Slow and easy. Slow and easy. That's why I love when they been with older women. Because the older woman gonna tell her, I'm older now. So, if I happen to date somebody younger, look, he gonna be prepped for the next one. He gonna be prepped for the young girl. Okay? Because he ain't doing that to me. I call the shots here. I'm in control. We're gonna move to the left, move to the right. Right there. Stay. I got it. Don't even move. Just keep it hard. So we want you to do just stay hard, stay focused. Right? But take me 2 hours, take me 2 hours. Right? That's just how I am. However, if there are men who get off on doing this, it's creating a false sense, which means he cannot potentially be aroused by you without it. Because the images and the graphics that porn puts into the brain is not reality. It's not real. Those are cuts. Those are takes. Those are edits. Those are photoshops. Okay, those are fake sounds. Nobody's having sex for 2 hours screaming like that and being pounded. They take breaks for that stuff, y'all. That shit ain't real. I've worked in production. That's why nobody gets horny on the set. They don't get horny on the set because it's like, if you see the positions, a lot of times them girls be like, please hurry up. Yeah, please hurry up. It's not real. It's just edited with nice sound and graphics to make you aroused. And then guess what? Your girl is not able to do all that because she doesn't have a camera and edits and graphics and all that stuff and all this crazy lingerie and these crazy boob jobs and stuff like. She doesn't have that. And so basically, he's just, in order for him to come, it could be, he could be in a relationship with anybody. This is what he's going to need because he has an addiction. And so I would say, no, it's not normal because he's not connecting with you spiritually and intimately. So you're going to either ask him to detox or you're going to detox yourself from that damn relationship, because there's nothing you're going to be able to do until he gets those images out of his head. So he's thinking about that while he's doing you, because you don't, it's like that dopamine. You don't hit that dopamine like that porn does. Okay? Now, why am I answering this question? What you mean, nay? I'm a grown woman. What you talking about? Nah. Moving on. That was a good question. Remember, if you want your question read, okay, please send me an email, unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. All right? Let me see what this one is. I love y'all. Remember, 8 o'clock, we're on tashaklive.com. Tina and Richard Lawson. We're going to talk about Richard Lawson's porn likes on Twitter. Also going to talk about, yes, a lot of stuff going on. You know, Dr. Umar Johnson protesting for the hoes. Yeah. Save the hoes. Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff over there. Right? You make sure you subscribe via the website, tashaklive.com. Unfortunately, that content is not available. Is not able to be available over here. They will age restricted, all types of stuff. Okay, so that's why we have a censored show over here. Looking forward to seeing you. And if you're new, hit new in the chat. All right. Thank you so much for trusting me. We got some time. All right. Hold on for a second. Let me make sure this is okay. Hello, Tasha. Now, if this ain't about you, I'm gonna move on. Because if you're asking me about social questions and stuff, I need this to be about y'all. Remember, these questions have to be about y'all, not celebrity gossip, not any of that, things that you're personally going through. Okay? Hello, Tasha. I just need to express how embarrassed I am as a black woman, and because of how some of my fellow black women are deplorably behaving these days, twerking on a historical slave site, visiting other countries and not making only themselves look bad, but leaving perception that possibly most black women behave as such. It's becoming horribly embarrassing. Now, for questions like this, I do want to set up a call-in show, because I think y'all deserve to go in when stuff like that happens. When you do see them go to Ghana and they see where they brought the slaves at, and then you have 3 black women, you know, showing ass to the spirits over there, twerking ass. You know, yeah, we should have those heated discussions, okay? So I'm gonna save this one for the call-in, okay? Which will potentially probably be on Thursdays. Maybe Tuesdays or Thursdays. I'm trying to work that out, a 5-day-a-week schedule for YouTube and Facebook here, okay? All right. Stay tuned for that, okay? So I'm gonna move on. All right. Let's see. I got money problems. Child, you talking to the money problem champ here? What just happened? I got the UFC belt. Listen, hey Tasha K, I love you. I'm a ride share driver and I got into debt. Okay, my transmission went out in my car, which is my business, so I had to get a new one. I didn't have the money to get a new one, so I borrowed money from multiple online loan companies. Oh my God. Now I can't pay them all back. I've been missing installment payments and some have gone into collections. I'm stressed and overwhelmed. Should I file bankruptcy, and what chapter should I file? Thank you so much for responding to my question. Absolutely yes, because if you file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, it's going to have you liquidate everything. Okay? I would say that this is not a lot of debt, right? But the great thing about it is that you will get to keep your car because it's not paid off. Boom. Right? So, being that I'm sure that you got a high-ass interest rate on that car, which them loans is probably that's what's kicking your ass. So the Chapter 7 for a mid $600. I'm sure if you do ride share for the next 2 weeks, you'll get that $600. You're going to go you're going to go find you a bankruptcy lawyer. Okay, that's going to charge you all of $650, maybe $800. It just depends, okay? All right. Don't buy no Christmas gifts this year. Don't take no more trips. You know what I'm saying? Just only take a trip from door to door to deliver that food until you get the money to deliver that money to the damn bankruptcy lawyer at his door. Bring him some checkers too while you're there and go ahead and hit that bankruptcy. And guess what? You're going to get to keep that car and they're going to negotiate that interest. If not, knock it off and you just pay for what it is. Okay? And then you can start over and breathe again. Breathe again, breathe again. What Tony Braxton saying? Breathe again. So, yeah, all that'll stop. All of it'll stop. And you're not the first American to go through money problems. Look at me. That's why I'm so vocal about my money problems. Because everybody has them. And it's how you maneuver. It's how you get through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. It's kind of like, I'm going to get through this. I don't know how, but I'm going to exercise my options. And one thing that I'm not afraid to do is exhaust and exercise every option there is. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to exercise your God-given right. Don't even tell none of the creditors you're doing. And you're going to go on down there and file that Chapter 7. All right? There you go. Moving on. Delete. Remember, if you want your question read, please email me at unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. And we will leave you anonymous, or we'll put your name out there if you want to start some real shit online, okay? Remember, we'll be live with Richard Lawson and Tina Knowles. Don't y'all just love being a wino? Y'all get everything early. Then everybody else just come behind me. And the winos is leading the pack. They hate us. I said, not y'all 3 weeks late on the store. Not y'all, not. We done drag Beyonce, her child, and Tina. Come on now. And I got dragged for all of that. The Beehive came in, but the Beehive been real quiet since that divorce I had. They was like, let me leave Tasha alone. Yeah, so. All right, let's go. What do you think about a straight man that wants to have anal sex all the time? What? What are we doing here? You serious? What do you think about a straight man that wants to have anal sex all the time? The email is right here, y'all. I'm not playing. It's 2 sentences. See, boom. There you go. Blurred lines, right? I had a whole live on this. I don't know. Did you watch the live Gang Department? Okay, so I did a live on this, right? And it actually got about 150,000 views. See, we were talking about this. This goes back to the Sukiyana content. How Jen, is it Z? That's what they call him? What's the new? This is Jen. Everybody's so liberal sexually. They don't want to put a name. They don't want to say thee, their, them, they. They want to say thee, their, them, they. They want to be everything. And in life, you can't be everything. It's like trying to run multiple businesses at the same time. Look at Elon Musk. It ain't working. He go over to Twitter. Teslas is running into other cars. Allegedly. I don't want him suing me. Okay? You know, they always try to, just like when these planes be crashing, they be like pilot error, driver error. It ain't got nothing to do with the cars. Come on. All right? You cannot run multiple businesses at the same time. And you can't run a slew of sexual experiences at the same time. It's not natural. And it will have you very confused. And it blurs the lines. And this is what scares me about Gen Z. This is what scares me about when my daughter, starts to date. And, because a lot of the things that y'all are accepting, right? Because we crave stability. We crave, that's why it's called a crossroad, right? We want to go either way. It's how we succeed. It's how we see the vision. It's how we stay disciplined. Who child missing? We got an Amber Alert. It's how we stay disciplined. It's how we stay the task. It's how we stay a goal. But when you got people floating between blurred lines, right? And I'm telling you, LGBTQ can go off on me all they want. I don't give a damn. Y'all know I don't care. Right? I'm going to say what the hell I got to say. It's my opinion. You don't like it, get your own platform, say what you want to say. All right? But when you allow for them to come in and say they're polyamorous or they're this, they're that, right? It creates confusion. Success, stability, just like you worried right now. You can't think straight. You're wondering if the man is bi, gay, everything. Because there's no either or. You can't work like that. Humans can't work like that. It's a yes or a no. You're going to pick a side, whether you want to be picked or not. And you're going to live with that decision. Right? And so when y'all are allowing Gen Z to come in and say, everybody likes everybody. No, we don't. That's why we got racism. That's why there are other races. You got to put your headphones on. Just put your headphones on. That's why there are other races. That's why there's a hierarchy. That's why there's a queen and a king. My bra showing. Now I say I'm trying to sell something else. Okay? But y'all be letting these men in with these blurred lines, and then now you worried because you think that it's wrong to judge him just because he likes his butt plucked. Well, go let people who pluck butts. Why are you plucking butts? If you don't like plucking butts, you don't have to pluck butts, lady. Period. UNWINEWITHTASHAK@gmail.com if you want your question read. But y'all are just, because you think it's the new cool thing to do, to accept the man and not say, oh, he's gay or he's this because he likes his butt played with. What is he then? And what is he then? And I'm going to be honest with you. You got to be bold to go back there, because the things that come out of there, if I don't want to go in mine, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like it. But it's so nasty. The bacteria that lives back there, everything, it's not, no, I'm not doing it. So if it's something that you don't want to do, sweetie, just exit the relationship and go find you somebody that every time you even brush past his butt, he squeezed tight. That's how you know. All you gotta do is the butt rub. You know what I'm talking about? You just, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? Like, you just, man laying down and what you doing? Wait a minute. But if he relax and let you do it, you got a problem. You got a problem. Now, I know white women are more liberal. White women have been freeing everybody, freeing racists, black men, white men, everybody. They the ones that move the movement forward, okay? They the ones got LGBTQ rolling. I'm telling you, it ain't the men that's out here protesting. It's the women, and it's the white women. And everybody else follow behind. And white women started this blurred lines shit when they thought it was okay to go back there. Like, they was trying to tell us we needed to suck it. So we started doing it. But as black women, we're like, this is not natural, right? That's just how we are. And I can talk to any black woman, and they're going to be like, I do that only for special occasions. But white women think it's a special occasion all the time. Everything's open. Certain things we've been told that you're just supposed to do. If you don't do, somebody else will do. We'll let them do it. Let them do it. Especially if you got a man that puts it everywhere. Butthole, mouth, her, him. Hey, let them put their mouth on it. You think I'm worried about it if he goes somewhere else? Please. You somebody kiss bliss somebody as a white woman. I do not claim them. Okay, sister, welcome. Welcome. Right? But there's a lot of stuff that live back there. I'm going to be honest with you. And a lot of black men, especially black gay men, are not telling you that when they get into their 40s, 50s, they're wearing diapers. They're wearing diapers. They don't tell you that. And the nurses in the chat, please, nurse, especially the CNAs in the hospice that's having to change the diapers. Tell them. Please tell them, because y'all don't believe me. Y'all think, because y'all probably like, this is not true. Yes, it is. And that's why you'll see a lot of them, right? They be wearing baggy pants as they get older. And they can't wear tight pants, right? Because, they got a diaper. They wearing diapers like women, like we wear diapers during our monthly. Some of them, we got to wear them real long, depending on how heavy you are, right? Please, nurses, Please, nurses, let them know. Let them know. I need that AI girl. What's that AI girl? Please, 3 coconuts wearing diapers. He's wearing diapers. Huh? Coin for you. Coin for you. Diaper for you. Absolutely. Okay. So don't be changing the diaper because I'm educating children here. You know how many children that hit me talking about, thank you, Miss Tasha. I go to high school and listening to you has had me, make better decisions. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Anytime. Anytime. Yep, I'm in urology and have seen and let these nurses, y'all need to be asking the nurses. They're going to tell you what these men coming in here like. Can't control their bowel movements and all. But they're not going to come ask their wives to make, an appointment for them. And then next thing you know, it's too late. They in hospice. Child, listen. I'm just a messenger. All right. Okay. All right. Now, another anonymous question. Remember, if you want your question read, please email us unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. I hope you're enjoying this segment here. It gets a little real, okay? Gets a little real. All right, she said, I've always been so good about my health, but last year I was infatuated with a boy. Oh, so this is a child. See what I'm talking about? Children. Because when you say boy, you don't call men boys. Literally a boy. But I let him get the draws without. This is a child. Please, winos, proceed cautiously. This is a child we're about to give advice to. Okay? All right, let's go. So I've always been so good about my health, but last year I was infatuated with a boy, literally a boy, but I let him get the draws without a Jimmy and caught something I can't get rid of. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm so scared to even date now or talk to anyone, not only because of the lies I've been through, but now I feel kind of less than, and I have to hide myself forever. Also, can you ask dude that be carrying the celebrities to help me out how much to charge? He's talking about Yaki. Just hit Yaki in a DM. He has a phone number. He can help you, okay? But unfortunately, I'm sorry that this happened to you. And this is why I don't advocate for eating ass, going in ass, okay? Or even, y'all, real talk, I never slept. Let me tell you, it took me one time. I was I 21 years old? Was 21, right? And I met somebody, and this was probably the only time I ever been with anybody without protection, besides my first, right? So it's two times, right? When I lost my virginity, he burnt me. So that's another reason why I was so gung-ho about it, right? And I hadn't been with nobody without protection unless we get tested. But if we don't get tested, I'm wearing protection. Because when I lost my virginity, there's no reason as to why my first time should have landed me in the ER. And they can't figure out what it is, but luckily it was curable with a shot. And then, the nigga had the nerve to tell me that he didn't do it. I said, well, who did it? Could you imagine? He said, you already had that. I said, ha, brother. Wait a minute. His name was Typhus McNeil from Panama City, Florida. She know the McNeils. She know. But listen, had the nerve to tell me. So to the child that write in, they was like, we don't know what she got. It's just PID. I think they call it pelvic inflammatory disease or something. They didn't know what it was linked to. It could have been chlamydia, gonorrhea. They don't know. But it had gone so long because I didn't know. I was just like, why am I in pain? Why is it hurting down there? Why am I having to wear pads when my period ain't on? Why do I have all this discharge? What the hell is going on? And my mama used used to say back in the day, you want to let them little nasty ass little boys. I think she's spoken into existence. That's what happened. Remember what Lynette used to say? You're going to let them little nasty little boys put their thing in and green stuff going to be coming at you. Remember she used to say that? My sister here. So she know, right? And I was like, so, I had to go, I had to ask my auntie, rest her soul. I was like, something ain't wrong. Something ain't right. She said, what's wrong with you? That boy done burnt you. That's exactly what she said. I was like, I don't know, but it don't smell right down there. And it's a lot coming out. It's a lot of this. I didn't know. I was a virgin, right? And so that right there, I was like, this is what they was talking about. But we don't listen till it's too late. We don't listen till it's too late. But luckily, a shot cured me, right? Right? And then, a few years later, because I had war protection, a few years later, if I didn't, we were getting tested. And the person I was with was just as cautious as I was too, right? So I was in a relationship for a long time. Yeah, I had got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Sent that baby to God. But, wound up going through a deep depression. I was financially broken, and I met somebody that was broke too, and our energy connected to the brokenness that was going on financially and inside. He had just got out of jail, and he could sing. You got to watch out for them singing niggas, right? And he just wheeled me in, and then I remember I was just so lonely, so destitute, just so depressed. I ended up giving myself to him because I didn't care. Like, you got to be careful with depression. You got to be careful with depression. You got to recognize it. I didn't even recognize I was depressed until it was too late, right? I remember I used to order Chinese food, push the food under the bed, stay there for 3 days, eat it, wouldn't even leave the house. That's how depressed I was, right? Nobody knew I was going through this depression. But I was messing with this man. He had no job. He stayed in and out of jail. But everybody at the restaurant was trying to tell me that I was working at this. This man was gay. I didn't see it. I couldn't even see myself. Couldn't see myself. When you can't see yourself, you can't see certain things, right? So how the hell you want me to see something you see and I don't even see what's in me? But everybody kept telling me, even the gay niggas that would flirt with him would be like, I'm like, no. I'll just go back to my tables. He's just feminine. I made up every excuse. Then when I took him home to my family, they was like, Tasha, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, man, leave him alone. But he gave the best head. Man, when I tell you, the man could be like, hey, you ready to come? Yes, I'm there. I'm there. That, when you meet somebody that sexually meets, that and is able to release that dopamine release when you depressed, you get, addicted to the dopamine release. Because it's what they give you when they give you antidepressant when you're depressed. It's something to release dopamine and make you happy, right? So that was the only thing making me happy was the orgasm. I was like, he's really good at what he does. Like, shit. I could be yelling at him. Why you ain't got the rent? You like, you ready to come? I'm there. You're right. But then I woke up one day. I had met a really, 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 really just, she is literally my sister to this day. Shout out to Ann, right? And, we were working together and everything. And Ann was just, she just poured a lot of life into me. She saw what I was going through. And I was trying to get away from this dude, but I just didn't know how. I didn't have the strength to do it. I was 22 years old. I didn't know. All I knew is just like he had me sexually gone. And then one day I woke up because he had a rotten tooth in his mouth. And he had got on top of me one day. I was fighting with him. And he was like, he always knew that he could just have sex with me and I would be right back, right? And his breath stank so bad because he had a rotten tooth. And he was trying to get, I was like, oh my God. I was like, when the last time you been to the dentist? He was like, what are you talking about? So he went to go brush his teeth. I was like, no, we can't do it. And I remember that day vividly. It was the last time I let him touch me. It was the last time I let him touch me. And it was like I got my power back because a man that don't keep up with his teeth, that's my weakness now. There's no going there's no conversation to be had. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't. Teeth is a big thing for me. I'm like, what's your dental plan like? Let me see. I cannot do anybody with rotten teeth. And so the Lord saved me that day. And I remember I started to wake up. And when I woke up, I remember there was this guy that was picking him up. He was an older guy. One day I'm going to release his name because he's in Atlanta. He's on Atlanta TV. And I was wondering, he was like, they was doing music together. And I'm like, well, why would this old motherfucker need to do music? Who he singing to? He was like, well, I'm writing songs for him. But he only came to pick him up at night. Then he wouldn't come home to the next day. But when you so depressed and you can't see, you don't understand. And so that night, that nigga came. Nigga showed up in a 2-seater fucking Ferrari and everything. And I looked. And I said, this what they talking about. This nigga gay. Oh, my God. And I was like, it was right there the whole time. But I'm thinking he's talking about he going to work. The man got this. They going to fuck. Yeah. And when I had to take, and this is to the child that's listening here. This is to the child that's listening here, okay? Let me get back on subject because this is all, it goes back to it. Right? When I had to really go take a HIV test like that, because before I took all my HIV tests, I was fine. I was like, I'm good. We both getting tested. I'm good, you know. He don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. It's fine. But that time, and I went to one of them free clinics too in Atlanta, where everybody in the clinic is volunteering. There's LGBTQ and they got HIV. Boy, when I tell you, I was in there sweating bullets. And then the advisor comes out and she's like, it's okay if it comes back positive. I've been living with it 20 years and you don't want to hear that shit. You don't want to hear that shit. It's just, ma'am, this is not the time for this conversation, right? But as young people, we all go through this. And unfortunately, we're all at risk, no matter what you do. Now, luckily, we do have people like Yaki out here that can cure some things, okay? Now, it looks like yours may be curable because it's some of the things that he does advertise. Now, we can't say curable all the way over here because, the government be watching, okay? But to young folk, please, that is the easiest time. I remember, going down there to Morehouse. I had some friends that went to Morehouse, and you would be shocked at the amount of men that I saw down there. This was after I had my, my HIV scare and stuff like that. But Lord said, not today. And I still get regularly tested up to this day. The blood work is clean. Thank God. Thank God. Okay? But if I had to choose, and I don't want to choose, cancer, HIV, I don't want that cancer. I don't want it. Okay? That's the one everybody needs to be scared of. Okay? Yeah. But listen. But yeah. So this can happen to anybody. And, and that's why I will always use my platform to be as honest and real. And this is what happens when y'all be allowing these motherfuckers to fuck you with these blurred lines. Okay? You accepting polyamorous. You letting them, I'm the main one, not the only one. Have some standards for yourself. You're eating ass, not knowing you could catch HPV from eating ass, or throat cancer because the HPV leads to throat cancer, or throat or mouth chlamydia or gonorrhea. See, y'all forgetting about all that because you're just living in the moment of pleasure. Imagine being in pleasure. Now, nothing's 100%. But when you can meet somebody, but if you don't expect, and see, this is how dangerous accepting people with blurred lines are, because like when you accept men and you accept the things that they like to do, or even the women and stuff like that, right? It's always going to plant a seed in the back of your mind that this could be anybody. So you don't trust anybody. Where there are people out here who have boundaries, who only want one woman. And if they want multiple, they will tell you. So it gives you the option to make the choice as to whether or not you want to stay. It's different when there's a polygamous man. and a polyamorous man. If he say polyamorous, he taking it in the ass. Okay? So, moving on. Did I answer the question? Do you think I answered the question? So, but Yaki, Yaki awaken. Yaki awaken. All right? Children, listen. Okay? Let me see. Last one. Then we're going to head over to tashaklive.com. All right, for our celebrity gossip portion of the show, I really hope you guys enjoy Happy Hour. I know it gets a little deep. Is it too deep? It's not too deep. I just wish they were in here because, like, when they in here, it makes it more live. But we're making sure gang department is getting that Zoom link, right? Mm-hmm. Zoom link? Yeah, so that we can get thousands of people in a Zoom, you know? So, hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me put stars on these so I'll know the ones that I don't get to today. We will definitely get to next week, okay? And y'all got so many questions. Shit, we may have to do this twice a week. Hold on. Or even during the celebrity gossip shows. So many questions. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure it's something easy. Remember, we're heading over to tashaklive.com, 8 o'clock. All right? We're going to be talking about Tina Knowles and Richard Lawson. And his Twitter likes and everything. Just everything is hitting the fan. Also going to be talking about Suki Ghana, Dr. Umar, and a lot more. Summer Walker and Meech. She done dumped the minor child. She done broke up with the minor child. But y'all call me a hater. That's a whole grown woman with 3 children dating a 4th child. What do you expect? Child, listen. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Tasha, are those Michael Kors shoes, the gold ones you said that are Michael Kors? Now, the question is, are they a collection, boutique store, or outlet? You can say my name. Tracy Renee Riviera. Y'all gonna stop coming for my Michael Kors shoes. I like gold shoes and I like white shoes. Okay? I'm country. I'm from the South. Now, I got them at DSW. Let me do another question. I'm going to put them gold shoes in the back and hang them on the wall. Okay? Period. Hold on. Yes. My sister said, you talking about them kid heels. Hey, when you get my age, you ain't trying to be cute. I need a 2-inch heel, okay? Period. And my man still see I look good. He be like, baby, yes, you rocking now. My inches be 2 to 3, my fucking heels be 2 to 3 inches. Yeah, they were kid heels. Absolutely. And you see how iconic and legendary are. They got a name of their own. And when I come out with them roach stompers, you know somebody head getting stomped on. In the yellow shoes, so y'all gonna leave my shoes alone. Hey, Tasha, I love teaching people how to save money shopping. How can I get my people, black, more interested in saving money? Child, I can't even save money. What are you talking about? Let me just... If they stop raising the prices on stuff, we'll be able to save. That's how. Lobby the them to stop raising prices on shit. We'll be able to save. Every time we're on the internet, there's an ad pop up. They sell it. They make us spend shit. Okay? Last question. Hold on. Oh my God. My sister has a handy... Okay, so this question is... Last question. Remember, we're heading over to tashaklive.com for the second part of the show. Y'all are funny. My sister has a handicapped pimp that gets out of his wheelchair and hits her. What should my sister do? Hide his wheelchair? Burn it? So he can't reach up to hit her. So that means when he reaches up to hit her, he aims, bam, and he lands right back in the chair. Yeah, so but if he ain't got no chair to get to, he gonna be hitting the ankles, right? A leg. Yeah. Burn the battery. Yeah, do something. Or don't fix it because obviously she's paying for his wheelchair. Listen. Yes, mango lips. Run away. Y'all are fucking hilarious. Hey, do y'all have y'all tickets to our October 20th live Fuckery Friday in person with skits, comedy, wine, and gossip? All right, please be sure. All right, y'all get y'all tickets. Go to ticketspice.com / it's okay. Don't worry about it. Go to tickets. We almost didn't make this show, so I realized we ain't got all the pictures. Okay, go to ticketspice.com. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a show and you coming in interrupting the gang department while he's live with me.
Please don't do that on live. Nobody said one word to that man.
Yeah, you was sitting here talking to him.
I didn't say one word. I tapped him on his shoulder.
Respect the energy in here. Wait till we done. I'm almost done. It can wait. All right, ticketspice.com / Tasha K on stage. All right, don't forget to get your tickets. We're going to be cutting up here in Miami. Get your tickets now. Worry about your flights and stuff later. I do know JetBlue running a special $88 for the flights coming from any major airport and stuff like that. Or y'all can do road trips. Please, guys. And y'all please start a group chat or something so y'all can see what winos is coming so y'all can link up and everything like that. And, yeah. I know they're doing it on TashaKLive.com. So, yeah. All right. Talking about why am I picturing Rolling Ray on Friday, okay? All right. So, listen, we're about to head over to TashaKLive.com. I love y'all. We're going to go ahead and get it on this Tina Knows Why, Dr. Umar Johnson Why, a lot more, okay? Remember, this show is uncensored and raw. If you want to watch it, please go to TashaKLive.com, subscribe there. Then you can download the app and stream anywhere. I loved you guys. I can't wait to see y'all for the next happy hour. If your question didn't make it this time, we'll definitely include it in next week's show, okay? It's a lot of questions, all right? Great questions at that. And I enjoy happy hour. Hope y'all able to go home a little tipsy and with a lot more clarity on life, okay? I love you guys, and I gotta go. Bye.